my god. Guess who's back? I don't even know how to do this right now because I haven't filmed in what feels like years. I haven't uploaded on this channel in 2.5 months, ever since I went to New York City, which is insane. I don't even know where I've been. Actually, I do, and I'm about to tell you all about it because it's been an absolute show. 2019 literally was like so good until it just like kicked me in the ass so hard. I have so much to say in this video. I hope it's not 5 years long, but I feel like we should just get started. I have missed you guys so much. I actually didn't realize how much I loved YouTube until I wasn't doing it anymore. So I'm so happy to be back, and let's just get into where I've been and like what the deal is. So this is a little story time of the last 4 months of my life. This all starts end of October, and it all starts with me moving out of my very loved first apartment. So I really don't want to cry. So this is the last night in my apartment. God, I don't even know why I'm so sad. Like, it's just like, it's very sentimental to me for some reason. I filmed a video getting this apartment, and I looked kind of like this, crying. Not like this, I gotta weave. A lot of shit went down in this apartment. Good and bad, definitely. A lot of both. It's really not that deep, I don't know. This place means a lot to me, but I trust in what's next. I wouldn't change this first chapter of my life for anything, like literally nothing. The good shit and the horrible shit. I'm excited. I'm excited. I was so emotional to move out of that apartment. I know I've like never uploaded myself crying ever before, and I'm like high-key really embarrassed about it, but I'm including it anyways. I was so sad to leave that place. It was my very first apartment. I moved in at 18 years old. I'm almost 20 now. It's like, you'll never have a very first apartment ever again. So that apartment really meant a lot to me, especially in a huge city like LA when I was coming from a small town like Wisconsin. It's like that space, that little apartment was like the place that I ran to. I just loved that place. It really felt like home to me after a while. It was like my very first like tangible accomplishment was being able to get that apartment. It was so special to me. Hi. I cannot believe that this place is mine. What's up? So this lighting is a little bit bad, but I literally need to film. I just got into my new apartment. There's just so many memories in that place, and I really loved it, and I was so sad to see it go. So I moved into Kyle's on October 1st, and on October 2nd, I ran away to Tulum, Mexico. Which was very last last minute and also not in the popular opinion of everybody. People were kind of upset that I went. My mom was like, "You're just running away from your problems." Because at this point I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't like have a plan for the future after I had left my apartment. Now that I look back on it, I definitely was. I mean, I think I knew that I was when I was doing it, but the truth is that I needed it. I'm just gonna do it. I don't even care. Me and the person that I was talking to were having issues. It was just like a lot going on. I just didn't want to be in LA anymore, to be honest. We stayed in an Airbnb on the beach. It was the most amazing place. That night that we actually got in, we had like this fire show. It was so random. I'll roll the clip. In Tulum, Mexico. Out of this world. It was so good. The next day we went on this insane horseback riding adventure. We are in Tulum and we're horseback riding. We literally went through like the rainforest. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was so pretty just to see like all of the green. It was just like, it's like what Mexico is supposed to like. What you see Mexico being like is exactly how that horseback riding trip was. It was so pretty. My horse was good. Alrighty, here it comes. That night we went out to eat for like an amazing dinner at a restaurant for our friend's birthday. It was so fun. And for some reason, we came home to like this mariachi band playing at our Airbnb. It was so fun. Welcome to the Tulum vlog, bitch. I don't know, I thought that was so funny. Like, they literally like followed us back into like our yard. Every single morning we woke up and there was a private chef, which was crazy, just like in the kitchen every single morning cooking us up the best eggs and avocado toast I've ever had in my life, period. But the chef didn't last long, which I will talk about also in a second. Wow, he was great. And oh my God, it was so good. I'm just thinking about it right now.
If I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you take me?
The next day was a yacht day. There was masseuses on the yacht, so I got an amazing massage while floating through the Caribbean. We just hung out on the yacht all day long tanning. It was like the most beautiful day, and we rented jet skis, which was super fun. I have clips of us on the jet ski. How was it, Dan?
Amazing.
Aww. Trinity's out there for life. We're just gonna leave her.
You ready?
Yep. I was like holding on for my dear life.
Why are you
And then that night, it was the most amazing sunset. Tulum is so beautiful. And then we came home to the was that we were getting a lot of complaints from the neighbors apparently, and we were getting kicked out effective immediately. Okay, well, I love this room, but we got kicked out. Say goodbye to it. On to the next place, I guess. So buy pretty Airbnb on the beach and private chef every morning. Hello, Pablo Escobar's mansion? Question mark? Good morning. So I literally just woke up literally seconds ago. It's about 11 a.m. right now. It's kind of late, but this is my bed. I could literally fit all of my aunts, uncles, distant cousins on this thing. Cheers to Mexico, bitch. We moved to Pablo Escobar's mansion, which was not planned, but it was also right on the beach and I don't even have words. That day it actually started raining and we were planning to go to a dinner in a treehouse. And I wasn't really prepared for the rain. I wasn't really having it. Oh my god. Ew, I'm getting so wet. I'm gonna get struck by lightning. Okay. But we went anyways, and it was the most beautiful dinner setup, the most beautiful views of all of Tulum. That's definitely the coolest restaurant in the world. The next night we went to an EDM concert, like a house concert. I wouldn't even call it a concert. It was just like a DJ and like a small group of people in the middle of nowhere. It was so fun. There was this girl coming around and painting all of us. And then the last day we flew home. It's Monday. We are headed out right now back to LA. I did feel a little bit better about coming back. And then 2 days later, after coming back from Tulum, I decided to move out of Kyle's. So if you do the math, I lived at Kyle's apartment for 3 days. So I packed up all my things when I got back and moved for the third time into a model apartment. It was a lot of moving. It was a lot of transitioning and change and hardness. But moving into the model apartment now was and is one of the best decisions I made, I think. So that's the story on that. Now we time travel like 20 days later, and I'm just like living my best life. Thriving in Los Angeles, California. Just fresh start, loving life, weather's great. And I'm hanging out at my friend Danielle and David's house, and I'd been there like all day long. We were eating, we were just like watching movies all day, and I start to feel like absolute shit. And I like never really eat vegan food. I really don't. If I'm gonna have a grilled cheese, I'm not gonna have a vegan grilled cheese, you know? Like, I'm gonna have the grilled cheese. And that day I had been eating all vegan things. I had a vegan grilled cheese from Veggie Grill, and I don't recommend. So this is the day before Halloween. It's the night before, and this is the Wednesday night. Halloween is on Thursday. Got big plans. We're gonna go to all these parties. I literally am laying on their bedroom floor, like crying, like in so much pain. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm so nauseous for God knows why. And I'm like, Danielle, I just have to go home. But I don't want to get in the Uber because I feel like I'm gonna throw up in the Uber. And I'm like that person that's like, that's so embarrassing. Like, I don't even know him. And I like can't get myself to get the Uber because I'm so embarrassed, because that's just the kind of gal I am. I'm a classy bitch. I don't want to throw up in an Uber, you know? So I'm like in her bathroom, like gagging for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna hold it in if I gotta throw up in the Uber. So I get it, and I'm in the Uber and I make it home safely. Granted, I live like 6 minutes away from their apartment. So I get home and I walk up the stairs and I am like, I'm just gonna go to bed. So I go to bed in the extra bedroom because me and Farron shared a room in the model apartment, but we had like an extra room that nobody was in. So I slept in a bed in that room because I just had this feeling that I was gonna wake up vomiting everywhere, which, call me a psychic. I go to bed and I wake up like 20 minutes later and I like am running to the bathroom and I'm standing at the toilet, projectile vomiting into it, like can't even get myself to sit because like I need to like, you know, I'm sure none of you guys do because it happens to like 1% of the world, but I woke up vomiting everywhere. And you know, like when you are like actually sick and you like vomit and you feel so much better, that's not how it was. I thought that after I vomited and stuff, like I would feel so much better, it'd be out of my system. That's how I know it was real. And there was actually a problem wrong, was after I'd thrown up like 5 times, repeatedly, like in the toilet, I walked away and back to my bed and still felt like absolute shit. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, veggie girl freaking just gave me food poisoning, like 100%. I'm not okay right now. So I fall back asleep and I go to bed and I wake up like 15, 20 minutes later, again, to me running to the bathroom, projectile vomiting. I can't even like explain to you, like violent wise, how bad it was. I was like, oh my god, ew, this is not the kind of channel that I wanted to be. Talking about like in detail what my throw up was looking like, but it wasn't good. So I continue to go to bed, wake up like 15, 20 minutes at a time and throw up for like minutes straight, and to the point where like I can't breathe when I'm throwing up. I'm also at the end of this like time before I even decided to do something about it, like I wasn't even throwing up anything. I had no water in my system. I had no food, obviously. I was like dry heaving, but still like standing at the toilet because like everything was hurting. My body felt like it was slowly but surely shutting down. My lower back felt like, I don't even know what it felt like. I had like cramps in my stomach. My lower back felt like death. If I don't know, like I don't know what death feels like, but it was my lower back that night. And obviously like just my stomach and my throat like was ripped up. It had cuts all over the place from like how violent I was throwing up. I love the detail. I love the detail. So I got home from Danielle's at like 1 a.m. and by 4 a.m. I was like, maybe I should do something about this. So I text my mom at 4 a.m., which in Wisconsin is 6 a.m. and it's a Thursday morning, so she's waking up for work. So progressive. I text her and I'm like, Mom, I don't even know what is happening right now. I think I'm dying. What do I do? And she was like, go to the ER. And so I was like, okay. And I wake up Farron, shout out to Farron. Oh my god, ride or die. If you're watching this, I love you. And I go to Cedars, which, not a shout out for Cedars. I get an Uber, we go to Cedars, and it takes them 2 hours after I check in to even get me into a room. First, I went into this room and I did like my vitals and stuff even before I waited. Oh my gosh, her heartbeat is tacky. All this stuff. I was like, oh my god. Like telling me if I wrote a will, I was like, Miss, I'm sorry, but does it look like I'm ready to die yet? But joke's on them, I already do have a will. Thank you very much. With my life, who knows when I'm gonna die? I take that back though, that's horrible. Excuse me, my heartbeat is tacky. Can we just wait in the waiting room and we'll get you soon? And I was like, 2.5 hours later, after I get to the ER, 2 hours later, 2 hours later, I get into a room, and this whole entire time that I'm waiting in the waiting room, I'm like running to the bathroom and throwing up in it, like washing my hands, walking back, sitting in the chair. I can't even sit up straight. My back hurts so bad. Going to the bathroom again, running, throwing up. Like this happened multiple times. Farron's sitting there like, holy crap, what the heck do I do? And I'm like laying in this chair like, they finally get me into the room and the girl comes in and she puts the needle in my arm to give me the IV, and she's like, great, so the IV person's gonna be here soon. Hold tight. And I'm like, can you just give me the IV? Like I really need some medicine. I keep throwing up. I don't have anything in my system. I'm dry heaving. It hurts. I'm in pain. I don't have my mom and I need you to give me the IV. And she's like, sorry, sweetie, I'm not, at here to do that. I can't do that right now. We're gonna have to wait. You are like third in line. So another hour passes. I'm holding a barf bag. I'm barfing in it every few minutes. Nothing. I'm not throwing up anything. I don't have anything in me. Nobody's even letting me drink water. I'm asking all the nurses if I can have like a sip of water because my body is a Sahara desert. No, you're gonna throw it up. There's no point. And I was like, what if I die from thirstiness, you know? They're like, bitch, you're fine. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not. So an hour later, this guy comes in like, hi, I'm here to give you your IV. Oh my God, come over here. Like, help me. I need anti-nausea and I need pain medication for my back because I don't know if I'm giving birth. I don't know if I'm with child right now. I don't know if my appendix is bursting. I don't know what's happening to me or I'm just on my deathbed, but I need help. And so he gives me the IV and can I just tell you, that was one of the best moments of my life when I just needed it the most. That man was just there for me and he gave me the anti-nausea medication that just like makes you stop throwing up instantly. So that was a relief. And the pain drugs, I'm so thankful for that moment. But also, Cedars, you suck. But also, thank you, Cedars, for saving my life. The whole entire time though, I'm just like so sad. I'm so scared. Like, my family is halfway across the US away. Nobody is like, besides Farron, nobody even knows that I'm in the ER. I haven't even told anybody. 6 hours later and 2 IV bags in me, I was moved out into the hallway. They moved like my bed out into the hallway and people are like walking past like nobody's business. I'm laying there naked in a robe, like IV pumping in me. And that's another thing that I found out was that I have like low blood pressure because I needed not 1 but 2 IV whole bags inside me. It took like 3 hours to put it all in me because it's like so much liquid and apparently I have low blood pressure from something, and so I needed like a whole extra bag, which is kind of concerning. So we're at the ER for like 7 hours. Finally, they're like, are you feeling better? Are you feeling okay? I'm like, I guess so. Like, you gave me pain medication and you gave me anti-nausea, so I guess so. Wow, it just got really dark in here. But they had run tons of tests. They ran a blood test and everything came back okay. They also ran a urine test to see if it was my appendix, which it came back clean and it was fine. I don't even know how I peed though because I had no liquid inside me at the time. So they'd run a few tests, but it was like kind of still nerve-wracking to go home and for them to be like, if this happens again tonight or soon, just come back and like we'll run more tests. And I'm like, bitch, if that pain ever happens to me again, I'm just gonna call it. And they said that they think it was a kidney stone. Kidney stones are supposed to be equivalent pain level to birth. To birth! Are you kidding me? I did not sign up for this when I moved to LA to pass a kidney stone by myself. Oh my God, a kidney stone. And I was like, how do you even get those? Like, and she was like, there's really no way to prevent it. And I was like, great. I proceed to lay in bed and not do anything and not eat anything for like the next 5 days. Those 5 days were not easy. It's so interesting when you don't live at home and you realize that like when you're that sick and you have to take care of yourself, how? Literally how? So in 5 days, I lost 7.5 pounds. It was a lot and it sucked. I think it's safe to say that that was the worst Halloween I've ever had in my life and hopefully the worst Halloween that I will ever have in my life. So we flash forward like a month after that and there's me packing up all my stuff again for the 4th time. I have moved home. I did. I decided to move home for a bit and I booked a one-way. Not even knowing when I'm gonna come back. I'm assuming it'll be January something, but the more that I stay here, the more I love it, which I don't want to say because I love LA. I really do. I can see myself living there for a really long time, but that does not mean that I don't need breaks because this life that I'm living here in Wisconsin is polar opposite from the life that I live every single day in LA. The holidays are like the best time to be home, honestly, especially in Wisconsin. It's like snow everywhere. So that leads us to today, present day. I am so thankful for my life and I'm so thankful for everything that I get to do. This year has just taught me so much. LA is hard. LA is so hard to live in. I've lived there for a year and a half and I've gotten used to it and it's it's home now, but it doesn't mean that it's ever gonna be like super easy. Life is never gonna be easy no matter where you live. So that was my catch-up video. I hope you guys enjoyed and stayed. I know that this video is gonna be so long, and I'm surprised if you're watching to this point, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you sooner than you think for another vlog. I'm gonna vlog all December. I've been loving filming. I'm getting back into it. I'll talk to you guys very soon. I love you, and I hope you have a good day.